It's a problem of the day. It's a problem of the day.
Today, we're here at Peine Elementary in Inver Grove Heights. My mom and dad have been in Fort Myers, Florida, and they've been at Hammond Stadium. Does anybody know what goes on at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers, Florida? Brendan? Yeah, that's where the Twins do their spring training. So my mom and dad have been down there, and I've been thinking, what would it be like if I were down there? Okay? To give you a little perspective about Hammond Stadium, we're going to take a little Google Earth tour right now. So we're here at Peine Bend, and the first place you're going to zoom into right now is Peine Bend. So right now we're kind of flying in to get a sense of where we are in the United States of America. And next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fly from Peine Bend down to where Fort Myers, Florida is, in particular, Hammond Stadium. So you kind of see what direction you would need to go, and you can see generally where Hammond Stadium is, okay? So those are the two places that I'm talking about. Now what I've been wondering is, what would it be like for me if I were down there? And one thing that would affect me while I was down there would be the temperature, right? The air temperature. So I thought to myself, I wonder if I look ahead the next 4 days or so, what the temperature would be in Inver Grove Heights at Peine Bend, and what the temperature would be at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. So I searched the internet, and I went to Fort Myers first, and if you can see, I'll scroll down a little bit here. What I've done is I've used a website called wonderground.com, and if I go across, today's high is supposed to be 91 in Fort Myers, tomorrow's is 90, Sunday's is 88, and Monday's is 90 degrees. Okay? So that's one set of data. Another set of data I collected was on Inver Grove Heights for the next 4 days. So as you can see in Inver Grove Heights, today the high temperature is supposed to be 70, and just so that you can kind of see where I'm getting this data from, today is supposed to be 70, tomorrow is supposed to be 72, Sunday is supposed to be 59, and Monday is supposed to be 57. Okay? So I've gone out and I've collected some data. And what I'm doing here is I'm comparing two things. Alright? There's a special kind of graph that helps you compare two things. It's called a double bar graph. I would like to show you one of those right now. Okay? So, remember my data. What is my data? Sydney?
Like that here, like the weather is in Florida.
Okay. Weather in Florida.
And
Weather in Inver Grove Heights. And how many pieces of data do I have for each of those places? 4 pieces of data for each of those places. Now what's really neat is there's some really cool computer programs that can help you look at data side by side using a double bar graph. So I went and I used numbers, okay? And I kind of want to zoom in here a little bit so you can maybe see this a little bit better. Okay, so you can see up here, this is my table where I recorded all of my forecasted high temperatures, okay? So I recorded my forecasted high temperatures. You can see that I recorded Peine Bend here, and I recorded Hammond Stadium here. 68 today, 91 in Hammond Stadium. And then the data just goes all the way across, okay? And then what's really neat about something like numbers is it will make nice, neat charts for you. You just pop up here, and there you go. You choose from what kind of chart. And why did I choose a double bar graph, where I have a green graph right next to a blue graph side by side? Adam?
because there's 2 students.
There's 2 subjects, and what am I doing to those 2 subjects? I'm trying to compare them. I'm trying to find out what's the difference between 2 things. So you can see, nice and easy, it's nice, you can see the numbers, and you probably knew, oh, it's going to be hotter in Florida. But when you put something in a double bar graph, it really helps you see the differences in the data. So if you take a close look at our graph, you can see that it starts at 0, and it goes all the way up to 100, and it's automatically scaled it out. What is our interval between lines? How far is it from 0 to this line? 25. Does that stay the same all the way throughout? 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100. It's important for graphs that are accurate to have evenly spaced intervals. Okay? So by looking at this graph, we can clearly see that it's going to be warmer in Fort Myers. And then if we look carefully at the Pine Bend graph, what is the trend in temperatures? What's happening to our temperatures over the next few days?
Up and then down.
It's going up a little bit for the weekend, which is nice, but then it's going to go down toward next week. So we kind of know what to look forward to. So, would right now be a good time to head for Fort Myers?
Yes.
Yes, it would, because our temperatures are about to go down and theirs are about to go up. And that's the problem of the day.